Another area where conversational AI is really having an impact is co-automation, where conversational AI is coming alongside, let's say people that are manufacturing something and it's auditorially giving tips and coaching and so forth. There's other areas where co-automation, you can imagine where if you're in a call center and if you say, well, let me see what the temperature is in Cleveland, and all of a sudden a voice comes in and says, well, the temperature for the next week is going to average out at 143 degrees in Cleveland. So boom, adding in that kind of combination of human and conversational AI. Air traffic control, think about that. One of the big inhibitors in air traffic control right now has been stress. Conversational AI doesn't really experience stress. I do think it's going to be a while, though, before we turn air traffic control solely over to artificial intelligence. But certainly that co-automation is going to be coming in the next coming years. You watch for that.
But let's stay on this for a minute, Mark. So co-automation, help me understand, is this similar to what we're doing for our customers who want to have more flexibility in the agent skill set that they select, but they still have an agent? And so when we capture the transcript, when we do sentiment analysis, when we help that agent find the documents needed to support closing out a ticket, so is that what co-automation is?
Well, no, you hit it. And there's kind of two primary forms of co-automation. So one of them, you can kind of figure like a pilot and co-pilot. There certainly are situations where the human agent is the pilot and the conversational AI is like a color commentator. They're coming in and providing information or looking things up, but they are part of the conversation, but they're not leading the conversation. All the way to flip that around to where you might have a backline agent is conversational AI, but you have a human listening in and can jump in and interject when maybe the AI didn't understand something or didn't pick up sarcasm, maybe as an example.
Love it. So we're seeing this employed at a bunch of customers now, Mark, where they have all these use cases. They're all very different, but all of them have call centers involved. Call centers are a really fascinating problem. They have all these different costs that I never thought about until I started digging into it. How much is the real estate cost that you put the call center in? Maybe you want to minimize that cost. How much do the people cost in an area? How do you get to the right skills that you need from that area? Do you have correct security against the information that gets moved around inside of a call center? All of these things. It's this profoundly complex space that I had never really appreciated until digging into the viability of conversational AI to make it easier for our customers to do things. The great thing about conversational AI or these engines is that they're customizable, they're tunable. We can describe to the AI what kind of accent we want, how quickly they respond, how many ums they stick in, all of that other stuff, so that it becomes more and more convincing. But even more importantly than that, it does have the ability to tie all this stuff in to make a human more effective, or I hate to say it, but at some point probably end up replacing the majority of humans, because in many cases, I think we've all experienced calling in to a call center and getting the lowest priced person that was possibly available, and you dread it. Is your computer plugged in? Yes. Have you unplugged it and then replugged it? I don't know, did I? And is that really useful? So if we can automate more and more of that, we can reduce the human misery on both sides of that call of having to ask those same questions time and again. And anyway, we're seeing this great adoption inside of our customers, and I think it's very interesting.